good evening one and all, and you join us for this Indian T20 League match between the Gujarat Titans and the Punjab Kings. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and alongside me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Alison. It's time now for the toss. Let's join the pitch side to see who'll be donning the pads first.
Bowl first is the decision. The crowd will be hoping for their batters to get off to a good start.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, it looks good. Bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. We're nicely settled in the commentary box and looking forward to this match getting underway. The first ball about to be bowled. Nice solid defensive shot. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six. I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the four.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Well, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Titans are 10 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Too far down leg and helped on its way. It's high and gone. It's a maximum.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nearly gets the edge. Thakur with a great delivery there. Punch through the leg side, mid-on, mid-wicket, did not move. Just about the best looking shot you'll see today.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing, lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary. How will he reply? A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Caught, and that's stuck. Oh, wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one is a fail.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Jensen, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. No, terrible shot. Of a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Trouble. Misses everything. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Still maintaining an impressive run rate. Fantastic start so far.
Thakur from the pavilion end. Dug that out well. Smacks that away through the gap.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Wow, that's missed a lot. Going a long way. What a shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Titans are 50 for 1.
Yet another massive over for the power play, seemingly unstoppable at the moment.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. I tell you what, that's even bigger than the other 2. 3 maximums in a row. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh, boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
These are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Butler, it's plenty from these bowlers.
This is getting beyond belief. Another 6. Brilliant power hitting. Not much at the moment can be done to stop them.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Huge. That has flown.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope. Top-class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Butler has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Take a bow. Take a bow. 6 sixes. Just a most amazing, fantastic display of batting. Just an absolute monster.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball.
Punjab are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much. Jensen shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Jensen will be disappointed with that previous delivery, not up to their normal standards. Sudarshan, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Power and precision in that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Nice solid defensive shot. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Needs a direct hit. Oh, simple run out. That's out.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. And this could be a huge swing of momentum.
Show everyone their strength. Loves them there, hooked away, and that'll be a maximum. Oh, and a nice catch by the young lad in the crowd.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
That's the over. The Titans are 144 for 2. Singh, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Crunch on the front foot and bang. Gone all the way.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Went again. Didn't get the same elevation, but it's another boundary.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Well, goes for the helicopter shot. Ambitious. Didn't quite pull it off, though.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Phillips, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Beautifully timed drive, but it's smashed straight into the bowler's stumps. Oh dear. The batter looks really annoyed with that one. Oh, simple run out. Gone. Nowhere near making it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Smacks that away through the gap. End of the over, a big one. 16 runs coming from it. The Titans are 174 for 4.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Huge. That has flown.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come.
Yep.
They've gone up here. Well, this could be out. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. With a huge appeal.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock. First ball for the batter, coming in.
That is quite extraordinary. Don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
End of the over. The Titans, 188 for 6.
Fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Square drive, lofted over cover for a maximum. What a shot that was. Open the face on impact, combined with a really clean strike.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was put away with interest.
Top catch that out on the boundary. Deep mid-wicket. Had to get on their skates, and they've taken a terrific catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
This is a great wicket to take. Just look to be building a solid innings and at a really good run rate. It's the perfect time to take a wicket.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
That just drifted down the leg side. It was picked up really early and just flicked off the pads. Raced away and nothing the fielders could do.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive. Singh from the Reliance end. Well, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Khan is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now, would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nearly gets the edge. Singh with a great delivery there. Oh my, that's racing away.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Great shot, could be four, and a no ball as well.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run.
Misses everything. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Bra, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Dug that out well. Everyone's gone up.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Going a long way. What a shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Stoinis. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Good pick up, big chance. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than we thought. Gone, nowhere near making it. Oh, simple run out.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 11.
Power and precision in that shot. The pavilion end. Oh, my. That's just flown off the middle.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Oh, great run out. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edged, what a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Square cut, finds point, no run. End of the over, 6 off it. Punjab are 6 for none. Siraj, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Doesn't beat the infield. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Finds the fielder with that shot. Got that away nicely. Thick edge. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. End of the over, 7 off it. Punjab, 13 for none.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Obviously didn't like the look of that one.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of the over. 9 off it. Punjab, 22 for none. Siraj from the Reliance end. No. Terrible shot. Drilled that one away. Could be close. That's gone down. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. 4 runs added in the over. Punjab, a 26 for none.
4 gone, and the batters really need to work the ball more at the moment. They need to look for boundaries before the power play ends.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Cuts that off well in the infield. Smacks that away through the gap. Great commitment. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. Goes over the top with that shot.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. off the middle of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
This should be close. And out, deep fine. Had to run around a bit and they've got to the drop of the ball and taken a great catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and they've taken a good catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Away goes the ball, and that hits the boundary, and that's 5 wides. Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Power and precision in that shot.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That'll be a dead ball.
How will he reply?
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. Punjab, 56 for 1.
The batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Could be close. Good catch, out. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Square cut, finds point, no run. Great shot, through the gap. 6 runs added in the over. Punjab is 62 for 2.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Phillips, the spinner, coming into the attack. Can't get that outside the ring field. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Phillips has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Khan coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Clipped away neatly off the pads, should get 4.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Onto that early, that could be 4.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. That's gone. Didn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Phillips from the pavilion end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Smacks that away through the gap.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Drilled that one away.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary. You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
Got that away nicely.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Could be close. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Well, the end of a productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
With 4 of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 10 runs from it. Punjab are 89 for 4. Couldn't get it through the field. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. A nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Doesn't beat the infield. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That's the over. Punjab are 95 for 4.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
He was quick onto that in the infield.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Beats the field with a great shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. Might look to go big again here. still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Can't. Straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Right-handed batsman is
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. 10 runs added there. Punjab, 105 for 5. Phillips from the pavilion end. Wow, that's missed a lot. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Good bowling in that over, just the one from it. Punjab, 106 for 5. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely bowling. Edged, unplayable. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Drilled that one away.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Going with spin now. Power and precision in that shot.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing and they're into the 20s.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Nice glance off the pads. No stopping that one.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Off the middle of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for four.
Whacked away.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it. Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Perfectly timed.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. Well before.
Half centuries in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
It's gone down. What a chance.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Good shot. A beauty.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Nice shot. Just a flick off the hands.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
Massive chance. Caught. That's one of the easiest catches you'll see. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
That was a blistering knock right on top of the bowling. Tried once too many times. The show ends, but they'll receive a warm reception from the crowd. Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Perfect. Right down the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
That was a solid shot. Really